Hello book nerds, welcome to Bookshelf Funny. I'm Kim, and today we'll be doing the quick to judge book tag. Okay guys, so I was tagged by two people to do this one. I will link to their channels in the descriptions below. One was Jess the Book Freak, the other was My Always. The challenge is to read the first paragraph from 5 to 10 books, rank those paragraphs, and add the highest ranking book to your next TBR. August is almost over. I thought this would be an excellent time to do that tag, so then I can add some of these to my September TBR. I kind of tried to pick books at random, books that I am interested in reading soon-ish, but also books that are kind of gonna fit a supernatural, thriller, horror-esque theme for the upcoming fall months. But these are all books I have never read before. First one, Lizzie's Story by Stephen King. To the public eye, the spouses of well-known writers are all but invisible, and no one knew it better than Lizzie Landon. Her husband had won the Pulitzer and the National Book Award, but Lizzie had given only one interview in her life. This was for the well-known women's magazine that publishes the column, "Yes, I'm married to him." She spent roughly half of its 500-word length explaining that her nickname rhymed with Cece. Most of the other half had to do with her recipe for slow-cooked roast beef. Lizzie's sister Amanda said that the picture accompanying the interview made Lizzie look fat. Wow, okay. Slightly disgruntled writer's wife. So that was interesting. I'll put that one aside. Our next one, The Girl in the Spider's Web. This is I think the fourth book in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. Franz Balder had always thought of himself as a lousy father. Literally, our first paragraph. So that didn't tell me very much at all. I have a feeling this is gonna be my lowest ranked, but we'll see. Next up, Billy Summers by Stephen King. This is one that I have been anticipating all year round, so I really hope this one performs and makes it to number one. We'll see. Can't be biased though. Let's read it. Billy Summers sits in the hotel lobby waiting for his ride. It's Friday noon. Although he's reading a digest-sized comic book called Archie's Pals and Gals, he's thinking about Emile Zola and Zola's third novel, his breakthrough, Therese Raquin. Probably butchered that. Anyway, Therese Raquin. He's thinking it's very much a young man's book. He's thinking that Zola was just beginning to mine what would turn out to be a deep and fabulous vein of ore. He's thinking that Zola was the nightmare version of Charles Dickens. He's thinking that would make a good thesis for an essay. Not that he's ever written one. Again, not a lot to go off of in there. I don't know, guys. I don't know. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab is my next book. So this one sort of starts with like a forward, kind of. I think I'm just gonna go with chapter 1 though. The girl wakes up in someone else's bed. That's it. That's it. A girl wakes up in someone else's bed. Although I've got to say that's intriguing. Whose bed? Why is she there? Who's the girl? Okay, the last one, Pan's Labyrinth. I love this movie. Fabulous movie. Gotta read the book. Okay, we're gonna go with the prologue on this one. It is said that long, long ago, there lived a princess in an underground realm where neither lies nor pain exist, who dreamt of the human world. Princess Moana dreamt of a perfect blue sky and an infinite sea of clouds. She dreamt of the sun and the grass and the taste of rain. So one day, the princess escaped her guards and came to our world. Soon, the sun erased all her memories and she forgot who she was or where she came from. She wandered the earth, suffering cold, sickness, and pain, and finally, she died. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. Okay, let's rank them. So, I feel, oh God, I'm wrecking my whole camera. Okay, cool. Technical difficulties. Oops. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go least to best. And I feel like the least was this one. This one was the least. It was a one-liner opening paragraph, and it wasn't a very good hook, I don't think. I don't really care what Franz Balder thought of himself about his fatherhood. Just I thought it super interesting to me. So I'm gonna call this one last. I liked Lizzie's story, but I don't know if Lizzie's story was one that would be like first. Life of Addie LaRue was interesting. Sad. So sad. I'm gonna call this one fourth. It was interesting, but it didn't really grab me all that much. Why do I care what he's reading? Why do I care that the author that he's thinking about is a nightmare version of Charles Dickens? Kind of interesting, but not that interesting. So sorry, Billy Summers. You are not number one. You're number 4. Oh man, okay, and then I think I'm gonna have to go Lizzie's story. While I found the opening interesting, this first paragraph was interesting, and I did want to keep going, it didn't hold quite enough intrigue or quite enough of a hook. So I'm gonna call Lizzie's story number 3. Oh guys, that leaves us between these two. This is a tough choice. I really like Addie LaRue. The opening paragraph of the girl waking up in someone else's bed. That's interesting. But also, I liked this opening paragraph because our princess she dreams of the world, she escapes into the world. That's interesting because I love fantasy and I mean other worlds right away. I want to know more. But also, once she reaches our world, it's not a happy ending. She's just a normal human. She suffers, she dies. That's dark, and I loved it. I'm gonna go with this one, which means Pan's Labyrinth is our winner. I will be reading Pan's Labyrinth for my September TBR. I'll be adding it to my September TBR. That was fun. I enjoyed that tag. I really had a good time with that. Do you guys agree with my choices, my ranking? Do you disagree? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Take a look in the description below to see if I have tagged you. That's it for me, and as always, happy reading.